Hi, I'm Alex Ho, and I work for Villara Building Systems, and I am the solar lead for the greater Sacramento area. And then occasionally we'll head down to the Bay Area and give the guys down there a hand as well. My education started off. Well, I graduated from Sheldon High School in 2016. I was heavily involved in the wood shop or building trades program with Mr. Merker. Absolutely great program. I love that program. And then after high school, I went ahead and pursued college uh, over at Consumers River College. I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do initially, so I just dabbled into the general ed. So I did that about for 2 years, I would say. And then I was still a little bit lost. And I knew kind of I always liked working with my hands, but I was always pushed through college. So that's why I went ahead. And then eventually I got to a point where I was like, maybe I should try doing something more hands-on. And then I was looking online, and I came across Villara's ALP program. So basically, our ALP program is we take in anybody with no construction experience whatsoever, and provide them all. I was provided all the tools I needed to get my job done, and then they paired me up with great mentors, and I was able to learn and work hard, work my way up, and now I'm the field lead for solar. So I was very fortunate to be presented this opportunity. So our day as a solar installer, for the most part, begins at 7 a.m. We'll start off with our daily safety meetings, our stretch and flex, and then from there we'll get together and describe or talk about what needs to get done and what needs to be accomplished for the day. And then from there, we'll all split up and begin our task. Generally in solar, we'll have two phases. We'll have our rough phase and our finished phase. Our rough phase is basically preparing everything for when we come back and install the actual panels. And that'll be for the finish. And then for the finish, as I said, is installing all our panels and all our boxes for the panels to operate, the solar panels to operate. Habits for being able to hold a good construction jobs. There's three in particular that stand out for me. One is showing up on time. For me personally, this is a big one because I personally am always early for most events. I'm pretty early. If you think about it this way, you think sleeping in which would benefit you more? Sleeping in your bed for 5 more minutes or showing up to work for 5 more minutes? 5 minutes early. That's one way to think about it. Another thing is work ethic. This is construction, so a lot of these guys, they work hard, and if you're going to be the one not working hard, no one's going to want you around. So a good work ethic is very important in the construction industry. And then the third one is always being open-minded and always wanting to learn. Every day you should come to work and saying, what can I learn next? And that's, for me at least, I feel like that's how I've been pretty successful in this industry at least. Why writing and math is pretty important in construction. These things are pretty important, especially if you want to move up into especially math with electrical. It's very important you know how to do math, so that way you can properly size breaker sizes, wire sizing, because if you're not sizing certain things properly, you're creating a huge fire hazard, and nobody wants a fire hazard. That's how lives are lost, and that's what makes part of this industry very dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. That's why math is very important. Writing as well. Writing, believe it or not, writing is important in construction because you gotta be able to compose emails, and you want to look professional when you're speaking, and you want to be able to be professional when you're sending emails to other managers and other workers. So yeah, that's why. I personally did not have I personally wasn't too good with the math and writing in high school, and I do wish I did take it more seriously, and I think it would have helped me in this industry a lot more. So nobody is perfect, so everybody does make mistakes. I'd say the biggest mistake in the construction industry is not telling people about your mistake. What I mean by this is, say if you put something in you put something like, I'll say if I put an electrical box in the wrong location, right? Initially, if I told somebody I put that wrong, as soon as I caught it, it'd be an easy fix. But now I waited 3 months later when we come back to it, and the whole house is sheetrocked and textured. now we have to cut sheetrock and texture and fix it. So that mistake just costs a lot more money. Most mistakes in the construction industry, they're very fixable. But the big issue is when you don't tell anybody about your mistake. So that's something to learn about. So my last bit of advice is, I know college isn't for every student, and I also know the construction industry is not for every student either. But for the students who are leaning more towards the hands-on way, I do definitely recommend the construction industry. If you're willing to work hard and learn every single day, I can almost guarantee you that you will be successful in the industry. And this is also in life in general. But for those students who are, I know I was a student that struggled throughout high school a little bit, but now I'm in this construction industry. I'm doing well, very well to say. So I'm very appreciative of the opportunity Villara has given me, especially the ALP program. So, and also all the mentors we have at Villara. I think that's one of the most underrated things we have here is there's a lot of guys out here that were willing to take me and really teach me. But then again, I came with the attitude wanting to learn every day and work hard every day. So that's my last bit of advice. Thanks, guys.